gather again at this sacred National Heroes Acre to lay to rest yet another gallant son of Zimbabwe, a veteran and commander of our liberation armed struggle, Brigadier General retired Benjamin Mawenge, who passed on in Harare on Monday, the 1st of August 2022. The sudden passing on of Brigadier General Mawenge, whose Chimrenga name was Comrade Freddy Matanga, is yet another huge blow to the nation that comes barely a fortnight after losing another national hero, Engineer Oliver Mandishona Shidao. In Brigadier General Mawenge, we have lost one of our comrades and a stalwart of the armed liberation struggle. He was principled, intelligent, and a meticulous cadre who, without hesitation, always demonstrated unflinching consistency, perseverance, and commitment to the correct line of the revolution. On behalf of ZANU-PF, the government, the nation at large, and indeed on my behalf and my family, I express my condolences to the bereaved Mawenge family and, in particular, to Amai Mawenge and the children for this sad loss. May you find solace and comfort in that the nation mourns with you and shares your loss. The late Comrade Freddy Matanga, as we called him, along with other freedom fighters, sacrificed life and limb to confront the oppressive Rhodesian system through a protracted armed liberation struggle that yielded our independence in 1980. He was a forthright and articulate man who was passionate about the well-being and economic development of Zimbabwe. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Comrades and friends, the late national hero, Brigadier General retired Benjamin Mawenge, was born in Saga village on 6th August 1954 in the Maziwa area of the Shabane district, Midlands province. Benjamin was 11 years old when the settler regime led by Ian Douglas Smith used the unilateral Declaration of Independence UDI in 1965 to consolidate their colonial grip on our motherland, Zimbabwe. He witnessed first-hand colonial subjugation, which sought to entrench whites only privileges while relegating blacks to disenfranchised forced labor in their own motherland. In defiance against white domination and oppression, the late Mawenge teamed up with other youths and crossed into Mozambique in 1973 to join the armed liberation struggle. He later moved on to Mnangagwa in the United Republic of Tanzania, where he received military training in a group that included the late national hero, Lieutenant General Edzai Absalom Chimonyo, and the current commander of the Zimbabwe National Army, Lieutenant General David Sgauke. Our current Vice President Chiwenga was one of the instructors at this place. Soon after completing his training, he was deployed to work in various projects in Mnangagwa, targeted at the upkeep of cadres during military training in Tanzania. The quest for independence called for strategic, innovative, and creative thinkers able to find practical solutions in the waging of the armed, protracted struggle. These traits were exhibited by a handful of cadres in the mold of the late Freddy Matanga. As a nation, let us draw from this rich liberation war culture to accelerate the attainment of our national vision 2013. In doing so, we must remain resolute, determined, and focused, particularly in an environment in which our former colonizers and those that seek global hegemony continue to punish us for owning our land and that which is under it. Under my leadership and watch, Zimbabweans shall forever be masters of their own destiny. And in charge of their rich God-given national resources and endowments. Tisubeneve nyika ino, inyika inotongwa. Tisubeneve nyika ino, nyika inotongwa, inovakwa nevene vayo. In 1974, the late national hero, Brigadier General Benjamin Mabenge, left Tanzania and joined other freedom fighters at the war front. In 1976, he was appointed member of the General Staff and subsequently a member of ZANLA High Command. Between 1977 and 1978, he operated in the Gaza province as the provincial commander. Fellow mourners, in line with the strategic and tactical imperative in the prosecution of the war, the Zimbabwean African National Liberation Army ZANLA divided the country into 3 provincial zones, namely Tete Province, Manica Province, and the Gaza Province. The entrance from Mozambique into Gaza Province, which included parts of Matabeleland South Province, the Midlands and Masingo operational areas, had Gonare-Jou as the most difficult obstacle. Its long stretches of uninhibited dense forest and difficult terrain, which were heavily infested with dangerous animals and the minefields, militated against the ease of conducting military operations in that area. Despite these challenges, the late national hero, Comrade Fred Matanga, and his comrades demonstrated bravery and good leadership in operations that eventually contributed to forcing the enemy to capitulate in 1979, December. Equally, the operational areas of ZIPRA's northern and southern front needed dexterous cadres, which ZIPRA provided. Therefore, the history of our country must always be read in the context that all the people of this country bore the brunt of bringing about our independence and freedom. The true history of our country must be holistically be narrated by the participants. Owing to his intelligence and diligence, clarity of mind, and the ability to articulate issues, in 1978, our late Comrade Freddy Matanga was identified and assigned to Syria and the Middle East as the ZANU's representative and was based in Damascus. Through his diplomatic prowess, he opened doors and opportunities for support of the liberation struggle in the Arab world. This included facilitating the training of 2 groups in Syria in 1979. Following our independence in 1980, our national hero, the late Brigadier General Benjamin Mabenge, was attested in the Zimbabwe National Army on 1 March 1981 and promoted to the rank of Brigadier General. He did a senior officers orientation course at the Zimbabwe Military Academy in Gweru. On completion, he held several appointments, one of which was Brigadier General Quartermaster Staff at Army Headquarters, responsible for Army logistics. It is thus not surprising that due to his selfless dedication to duty before and after independence, he was awarded the Liberation Medal, Independence Medal, 10 years service medal, long and exemplary service medal, Mozambican campaign medal, and the Grand Officer of the Zimbabwe Order of Merit Award. An ardent believer in hard, honest work as the bedrock for national economic development, Comrade Mabenge did various tertiary courses in business administration and management. Upon his retirement, he was deployed to several national boards, including at the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation and the Zimbabwe Defense Forces Services Commission. Between 2010 and 2014, he also served as the Deputy General Manager for Anjin Diamond Mining Company. Our state-owned enterprises must be guided by the ethos of the liberation struggle to propel the socio-economic development of our country for the benefit of all our people. Those cadres deployed to serve in national institutions, parastatals, and other related boards must be patriotic and loyal to the national interests of Zimbabwe. While yesteryear the war was fought on the battlefront, the Second Republic is well aware of the machinations of our detractors who are fighting us on the economic front. Today, they are waging asymmetrical warfare to make our economy scream and our people suffer. Under the Second Republic's watch, they will never succeed. We will never surrender our economy. Against all odds, we will win the economic battle and attain a prosperous future for our people and our motherland. The late national hero, Brigadier General Mavenge, was a strong and active member of the Revolutionary Party ZANU-PF, where he served in various portfolios. Due to his service to our country before and after independence, it was seen fit by the leadership to bestow him with the highest honor. Hence, we are interring him alongside other national heroes and heroines of our liberation struggle. Comrades and friends, our late national hero resented all forms of corruption, seeing it as an impediment to our national development. I call upon Zimbabweans to take a leaf from the life of Comrade Mavenge, life of sacrifice, and a giving honest, hard work as a service to your motherland, Zimbabwe. Integrity, transparency, and accountability should continue to guide both public and private business. In honor of our fallen heroes and heroines, let us therefore reject, expose, name and shun all forms of corrupt tendencies among us. Meanwhile, as we get closer to the 2023 harmonized general elections, I once again implore every Zimbabwean to jealously guard our national unity and the prevailing tranquil environment. Unity, peace, and development, which the late national hero, together with those lying here and in other unmarked graves, championed, remain cardinal pillars towards the speedy attainment of a prosperous and empowered upper middle income economy of our country. I therefore call upon the nation of Zimbabwe and all political parties, civil society organizations, the media, and private individuals to desist from sowing seeds of hatred, division, and violence. To the late national hero, Brigadier General Benjamin Mavenge, Comrade Fred Matanga, I say, go well, son of the soil, go well, Commander of Zanla. As you join other cadres long departed, we promise you that we will continue to work hard to defend and prosper what you sacrificed your whole life for, the well-being and prosperity of our motherland, Zimbabwe. Zorai murugare gamba magamba, lala ngokutula qawe lamaqawe, hamba kahle, fambai zvakanaka. Rest in eternal peace, our national hero, Fred Matanga. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe.